perceived frontrunner in the Conservative Party of Canada leadership race, Pierre Poilievre, isn't only seen as a threat to Justin Trudeau and the Liberals, but also to Maxime Bernier and the People's Party of Canada. Both men share similar ideas, including wanting to repeal all COVID-19 mandates and restrictions. Poilievre and Bernier's events have both attracted large crowds, and both men marched with veteran James Topp in Ottawa as he ended his incredible journey. I had the opportunity to catch up with Bernier at a picnic the PPC held in Ottawa's Strathcona Park on Canada Day, and I asked whether or not a Conservative Party led by Pierre Poilievre would threaten him and his party. This is what he had to say. Aren't you worried that if Pierre Poilievre wins the Conservative leadership that the PPC could be maybe decimated?
No. First of all, people must know that Pierre Poilievre were not there when we needed him, when we needed the Conservative Party of Canada the last 2 years. Pierre Poilievre is a career politician. He was elected for the first time at 24 years old. He never had a real boss. And also he's an opportunist politician. Because of all Canadians and Tamara and James and everybody who were there in Ottawa during that freedom convoy, it's because of them that we were able to grow our support from a tiny minority to a stronger minority. And when it was not popular to speak about freedom, Pierre did it. He did it the last week of the freedom convoy, and at that time he did a photo op with a trucker. He was not there in front of the parliament. It was to, I don't know. He was not there because, at that time he doesn't want to be with us because of the mainstream media. He was listening to the mainstream media and the polls. So you cannot count on him to defend our civilization and our freedoms. But I'm very pleased that today he's speaking like that. But I believe that you must judge a man and a politician by his action. Where were he the last 2 years? Nowhere to be seen. So that being said, he may win the leadership of the Conservative Party of Canada. But like I said in 2018, when I resigned from that party, I said the Conservative Party of Canada is intellectually and morally corrupt because they are not conservative. They're only conservative in name, and they're speaking about leftist values and they're promoting socialism. So when you do that and you have as the name a conservative, you are giving more credibility to the leftist narrative. That's what the Conservative Party is doing. And I believe that with Poilievre, O'Toole, or another leader, the only goal is to be in government. And when they'll be in government, they will be the same like the Liberals because they won't have any mandates to do bold reforms. They don't speak about that. So they will go to the left because they will need to have the support of the people living in the GDA, and there's more seats in the GDA than in all Alberta. So Poilievre will do his transition maybe in a couple of months after winning the leadership. So, but us, the PPC, we will be always there. We're not doing politics by survey on polling. We're doing politics by conviction and determination. And our goal is to speak about freedom and our values, individual freedom, personal responsibility. I did it at the first election in 2019. I did it at the last election in 2021. And I'll do it at the next election. That's why we are doing politics differently, because we're not looking at polling and survey. We have conviction, and we believe that they are the best conviction. We have a vision for this country based on more freedoms and more prosperity for all Canadians. So we won't change our platform before the election. It's always the same platform, but for the Conservative, they will do polling and focus group, and they will tell you what you want to hear. And after that, they will do maybe the opposite when they'll be in government. So we cannot trust establishment politicians and establishment political parties. We need to do that freedom revolution, that common sense revolution. And the only vehicle for that is the People's Party of Canada. And we are growing, the mainstream media were saying after our first election, oh, Bernier and the PPC are dead. No, we started that party in 2018 with 0%. 2019, our first election, 1.6%. The last election, 2021, 5%. And I can tell you, this party will grow, and I will travel across the country and meet people and meet Canadians, and we'll have support from people with different political backgrounds that are fed up with the statu quo. So they can count on us, and I believe that I can count on them.
Unlike the legacy media, True North will always give you objective and fair coverage of right-of-center parties and politicians, including Maxime Bernier. For more of our coverage, visit tnc.news and consider making a donation. For True North, I'm Elie Cantin-Nantel.